everyone, welcome back to CBSE Learners. This is me Pooja M.K. Rao. I have come up with my online class where you can learn absolutely free of cost. Then what are you waiting for? Just go and subscribe our channel so that you can get more informational videos like this. So in my previous video, I have completed the voice change in case of present tense. Now the last tense was the present perfect continuous. So the voice change we cannot do in case of present perfect continuous. Okay, so we can do only in case of present tense, present continuous, present perfect tense. So we have already completed the present segment, how to change with formulas and everything. I have uploaded my video on that. If you have not checked our video, then go and check out our video. I will be giving you all the link in the description box. Okay, now in today's class I will be giving you about the past tense. Now how to change voice change in case of past tense. Now past tense are also of similar types like present tense, like past simple past, past continuous, past perfect and past perfect continuous. So in my each and every video of voice change, I have said you to follow the tense, which is very important. Okay, tense and verb. So if you want to change the voice change, you should know the verb forms along with the tense. We have uploaded all the videos on verb forms and tense. So if you have not checked, you can go and check out our channel. You will be getting all the videos on tenses and verb form. Okay, so if we want to convert voice change, one thing is we need is tense and the other thing is finite verb. And in case of transitive verb, which is a part of finite verb, so finite verb are of two types, transitive and intransitive, isn't it? So in case of transitive verb, we can change the voice change. Okay, now in a similar way how I have given you in my previous video, that like present continuous, present perfect, equally I will be giving you this past tense. Okay, so this is simple past tense. Okay, in case of simple past tense, and I will be giving you same like affirmative in case of how to change in case of affirmative, how to change in case of negative, how to change in case of interrogative sentences. Okay, so let me take first affirmative sentences. Affirmative sentences. Okay, let me take one affirmative sentence like Rohan attended the class. Okay, so you can see here the focus is on the subject Rohan. So we know that if the focus is on the subject, then the voice of the verb will be in active voice. Okay, so this is a sentence which is active voice. Okay, as the focus is on Rohan, which is the subject. So how to construct the formula? Subject plus this is which form of verb? This is the past form of verb. So I prefer not to give first form, second form, third form, as few students will be confused that which is the first form, which is the second form, which is the third form. Okay, I prefer to give you clearly that it is the past form. Okay, so some people prefer to call it second verb form, but it is this is past form of a verb, main verb. Okay, past form of a verb plus object. Okay, so Rohan attended the class. So subject, very simple, this is subject plus past form of a verb plus object. So this is in case of active voice. Now if we want to convert the sentence in passive voice, what we have to do? We have to bring this object. Now what is the object here? The class. That the Rohan attended the class. Now we have to bring the class which is the object. Okay, so let me erase this one so that it will be clear to you. I will recommend you to note it down. Okay, so Rohan attended the class. Now next one I will be giving you in the case of passive voice. Okay, how to convert it in passive voice. So we have to bring the object which is the class. Okay, the class. Now what we need when we convert it into passive voice, we need auxiliary verb. Now, which auxiliary verb we will be using? In case of present tense, we have used is. Now, what is the past form of is or am? Okay, so we have used either is or am or are, isn't it, in case of present tense. Now, we have to use the past form of is, am or are. Now, the past form of is or am is was, isn't it? So, be verb, we need a be verb. Now, here we will be using, since it is the class, so we can consider it as a singular number. So, the class was, okay, the class was attended. So, we will be using the present, this is the present past participle form, not present participle. Present participle is the ing verb. So, we will be using the past participle form of verb, okay. So, the class was attended by Rohan. Okay, so here we will use the subject at the end, okay, and the focus is on the object, which is the class, okay. Now, what if here it depends. Now, what type of auxiliary or be verb we will be using depends on always on the subject or the object. In case of passive voice, it depends on the object, and in case of active voice, it depends on the subject, okay. So, if it is in plural number, you can use were, or if it is in singular, you can use was, okay. So, how to construct the formula? That is object plus be form of verb or was or were plus past participle form of verb form of a verb plus by plus subject. Okay, so this is in case of passive voice, okay. In case of positive or statements like affirmative sentences, which are the positive sentences, okay. So, object plus was or were plus past participle form of a verb plus by plus subject. Subject will be at the end, as in case of passive voice, the focus is on the object. When the focus is on the object, we can call that the verb is in passive voice. The voice of the verb is in passive voice, okay. So, this is in case of affirmative sentence. Now, how to convert it in case of negative? Now, what a negative sentence, I have explained you a lot of times. Okay, and we have a separate video also on sentences. So, if you are confused with what type of sentence which one is, then you can go and check out our video on sentences, okay. If you are new to our channel, just go and check out all the videos, okay, because we have nearby several numbers of grammar videos, okay. Now, affirmative sentence. Now, we will be changing the negative sentence. We'll learn how to change the negative sentence. Negative sentences are very easy. Just we need to add did not in case of past tense. In what happened in case of present tense, we have used do not or does not. Depends on the that number of the subject or the object, isn't it? If it is in third person singular, we have used the does not. But in case of past tense, there is nothing like that. You can use did, okay. So, no need to fear about when to use do or does, because in case of past tense, you have to use only one thing, that is did, okay. Now, let's use the same sentence in case of negative, okay. So, negative sentence. Negative sentence, okay. Now, see, Rohan did not attend the class. Now, you know very well that we cannot use two past tense in one sentence, isn't it? We can use when we are using and, or in case of clause when we are joining two sentences. That is different. But in a simple sentence, you cannot use two past tense, okay. So, here Rohan did not attend the class. Now, here the focus is on the subject Rohan. So, we will be saying that the voice of the verb is in active voice. So, in case of negative sentence, what will be the formula? Subject plus did not plus verb or the main verb, present form of verb plus the object or only object. Okay, object. Subject plus did not plus first form of verb, or you can call present form of verb, or the main verb plus object. So it is in case of this active voice. Okay, now if we want to convert the sentence into passive voice, what we need to do? We need to bring the class. Okay, the class was not attended by Rohan. Okay, that means the class was not attended by Rohan. This is in case of passive voice. We need to bring the focus on the object. Okay, so which is the class. Now what will be the formula? Object plus was or were, depends on this object, the number of the object, plus not, plus past participle form of verb, form of a verb. Here this attended we are using as the past participle form of verb. Okay, form of verb plus by plus subject. Okay, this is in case of passive voice. Okay, was plus object plus was or were plus not plus past participle form of verb plus by plus subject. Okay, this is in case of passive voice. Okay, now this is in case of negative sentence. What is the difference between positive and affirmative and negative? We are using just a not. Okay, did not or only not, was not or did not. Okay, to make the negative sentence, and like this only you have to add did not or was not with the verb. Okay, so I hope this is clear. Next we'll be doing the interrogative sentences. Now interrogative sentences, in case of positive it will start with did. Okay, did Rohan attend the class? Okay, so let me give you the example. Interrogative sentence. Okay, so did Rohan attend the class? Okay, so this is, here the focus is on subject Rohan, so this is an active voice. Okay, now the formula will be did plus subject plus main verb, first or present form of main verb plus object. Okay, with question mark. Okay, now in case of passive voice what will happen? So I hope this one is clear to you, the formula. Okay, now in case of passive voice we have to bring the class at the focus. So we'll change this did with was or were. Okay, so was, we'll use was the class attended by Rohan. Okay, if it is plural classes, then we'll be using were the classes attended by Rohan. Okay, so we'll be using was or were plus object plus past participle form of verb, form of verb plus by plus subject with a question mark. Okay, so this is the formula in case of interrogative sentences. Okay, now if we want to use it in negative, so we'll be using here did Rohan not attend the class, or you can use didn't Rohan attend the class. It depends on you which one you want to use. Didn't Rohan attend the class? If like that, wasn't the class attended by Rohan? Okay, or was the class not attended by Rohan? Okay, so it will be same, just we need to add the not. Okay, so I hope this interrogative sentence is clear to you. This is in case of, the last one is passive voice. Okay, so I will be giving, let me give you one example of negative, it will be clear to you. So I am erasing this one, just I will be using the not with the same sentence. Did Rohan not attend the class with a question mark? So it will be did plus subject, or you can use here also didn't. Okay, so it depends on you how you want to pronounce or how you want to say. So did plus subject, or if you are using didn't, then it will be didn't and then it will come the subject. Okay, plus not plus first form of verb or present form of verb plus object with question mark. Okay, so this is in case of active voice, in case of negative interrogative sentences. Okay, this is an active voice. Okay, now comes the passive voice. Now we need to change. Now what we'll do, we'll be using the same was the class not, or if you are using didn't, then you have to use wasn't the class attended by Rohan. Was the class not attended by Rohan? Okay, with a question mark. So in this case, we'll be using was or were to construct the formula plus object plus not plus past participle form of verb plus by plus subject with a question mark. Okay. Okay, so this is in case of negative interrogative sentences. In case of simple past tense. Okay, so I hope these all formulas are clear to you. Just remind the formula, be calm, remember the tense and the verb form, and you can easily convert each and every voice change. Okay, so I hope this formulas and everything is clear to you. I hope you like this video. I am just making separate part-wise videos as it will be useful. If the video is very lengthy, you won't feel to watch the video. Okay, so I hope you like this video. If you like this video, just hit the like button and just share with your friends if you think it's useful for you and your friends. Okay, so stay tuned with us for more informational videos like this, and thanks for staying tuned with us.